Completing the GFE is pretty straightforward from top to bottom. It is located in a standout position on the left navigation panel rather than in a folder. We begin at the top. Some of the information may be populated from the template selected at the time of loan creation. Other fields populated from your data entry. The originator information located at the top of the disclosure can be populated from the official contact list or, if you prefer, manually entered. It's up to you. Next, if you haven't already, you can also make use of closing cost templates to further reduce your data entry. Select what is most appropriate for your transaction. Be sure all necessary fields are completed as you move along. If your loan product is an ARM and the file has already been registered, there's no need to worry about the caps and margins, whether it's a 226 or a 525. These will have already populated from the product registration. Next would be the important date information, as well as prepayment penalty and whether there will be an escrow account or not. Now you're ready to begin entering loan costs. First would be to indicate if the compensation was lender or borrower paid. In the 800 section, the template you selected should already have populated all standard loan costs. So entering the origination and any credit, if appropriate, should be all you need to do. Additional charges can be added, but when you do so, be sure you keep in mind page 2 of the GFE. These radio buttons here dictate where the fee will populate. A1 for origination or B3 for settlement charges or required services that we select. The next column is a drop-down to select who is paying the fee, borrower, seller, lender. In the next column would be APRs. All fees affecting the APR should be checked. Next, if this were an FHA template, the FHA allowable fees would be indicated here by checking these boxes. And finally is the POC or paid outside closing column. In the last row, you will input to whom these fees will be paid. You can manually enter the name in these fields here, or you can come up to the top here and check this box. When this is checked, it links the information input on the agent's page, specifically the official contact list, to this column, reducing your data entry. In the 900 section, you'll enter the fees that will be paid in advance. The first of these fees will be the prepaid interest. You can lock the field in a template so that the number of days is pre-populated, or you can leave the field unlocked and let the system calculate the number of days based on the closing and first payment date you entered at the top. Hazard insurance on a purchase is another. Line 903 is where you'll want to enter the first year premium that will be paid at closing. It can be entered as a percentage or a dollar amount. You'll also want to check that the upfront MIP or VA funding fees populated correctly if and when they apply. Setting up reserves in the 1000 section is quick and easy, so long as the cushion and next due dates are known. Click on the Aggregate Escrow button and then the Set Up Initial Escrow Account button. In the new dialog box, make sure the cushion is correct for your investor and then enter the number of months that are payable in the month when due. When finished, hit OK, and then return to the GFE. You'll see that the number of months to collect have updated and that the aggregate has calculated. You can leave it as is, or you can lock the field and change the amount of the aggregate adjustment manually. Once you have your quote from the title company or your closing agent, you can finish up on the fees. Again, you can add additional fees. Just be sure you're updating to the correct section of the GFE using the radio buttons provided. In the 1200 section, state and county tax stamps can be entered as a percentage or a flat fee. You can use these fields and drop-downs provided to calculate. Any other miscellaneous fees can be added to the 1300 section before moving to the bottom of the page. Here at the bottom, you can review the GFE summary to be sure each section's total is the number it should be. You can also complete the trade-off table if your borrower has requested that you do so. Otherwise, you've completed your GFE.